The courtroom was colder than Maya expected. Like justice wore a permanent frown and preferred its vengeance ice-chilled. She sat poised, spine straight as a flagpole, her hands folded neatly on the table beside her attorney. Her black suit fit her like armor, and her calm face betrayed nothing of the storm thundering beneath. Across the aisle, lounging like he'd just strolled off a cologne commercial, was Travis Daniels, her soon-to-be ex-husband, ex-lover, and ex-walking scam. He smirked at her. Smirked.as if she were the punchline in his private comedy show. As if she didn't know every dirty, filthy secret hiding in that charming grin of his. Hope you kept the receipt for that smug face, Maya thought, eyes locked on his. Because you're about to return it, with interest. Travis leaned in and whispered, smooth as always, "You'll regret this, Maya." She didn't flinch. Oh honey, she used to flinch. She used to second-guess herself, question whether she was overreacting when he was out all night with business clients, or drained their joint savings for an investment opportunity that mysteriously never existed. But that Maya was long gone. Buried beneath 8 years of lies, disappointments, and a very inconvenient marriage that felt more like a full-time job with no pay, no benefits, and an emotionally unavailable boss that he didn't know she'd already written his eulogy. Figuratively speaking, of course, it all began 8 years ago. Maya had been a 25-year-old nursing student, working double shifts and still managing to bring her mother groceries every Sunday. Then Travis waltzed into her life, full of ambition, cologne, and big, shiny dreams. He talked fast, loved louder, and convinced her that they were building an empire. She believed him. So she paid his business license fees, covered 3 months of rent when he needed space to think, and even co-signed on a damn Audi. But somewhere between "this is our empire" and "babe, trust me," he'd begun laying the bricks for her downfall instead of their future. The wake-up call? A mislabeled flash drive that she'd been hunting for tax documents when she found it. A USB labeled tax_docs. Innocent enough. But inside, not taxes. Oh no, it was a digital Pandora's box. The first file was a spreadsheet, columns of transfers, coded payments, and aliases like T-Max and Joe the Plug. The second, a forged gift letter claiming Maya had willingly handed him $85,000 for his business. And the third, the piece de resistance, a video. There he was, Travis Daniels, in their guest bedroom, shirtless, holding a glass of whiskey like he was auditioning for Real Husbands of Chicago. On the bed was a woman with long red braids, wearing Maya's robe, the one she'd gotten monogrammed for their anniversary. Travis looked into the camera, cool as ever, and said, "She really thinks we're building a future. Can't wait till her mom kicks it, and that money comes in. Then I'm out. I'll leave her a note and a stack of bills." The woman laughed. "You're savage." "Nah," he said, sipping. "She's a nurse. She's used to cleaning up messes." That night, Maya didn't cry. She didn't scream. She made 2 phone calls. One to a tech-savvy cousin who dug up every crypto skeleton in Travis's closet, and another to Jordan Crenshaw, a divorce attorney so feared in Chicago. Her nickname in legal circles was the Widowmaker. Jordan listened to Maya's story, watched the video, then looked up and said, "Let's skin him with paperwork." And so began the silent war. For weeks, Maya played the clueless wife. She packed his lunch, folded his clothes, smiled sweetly at dinner, while secretly gathering financial records, IP logs, and every fake contract he'd ever tried to submit as proof of contribution. She let him think he was still running the con, while she laid down the trap inch by inch. 2 weeks after Maya buried her mother, whom Travis had been waiting on like she was a lottery ticket, he served her divorce papers that he strutted into court that morning like he was picking up an inheritance instead of facing judgment. And now here they were. The judge cleared his throat. "We're prepared to finalize the divorce. Are there any last motions?" Jordan stood, calm and crisp in a navy blazer. "Yes, Your Honor. We'd like to enter supplemental evidence that directly impacts asset division." "Proceed." Jordan inserted a flash drive. The courtroom monitor lit up. Travis's voice echoed off the courtroom walls. "She really thinks we're building a future." A gasp. Someone in the back dropped their pen. Even the judge leaned forward. Travis scrambled to stand. "That video's fake, edited. Jordan raised a hand. Your Honor, the metadata shows it was recorded in the Daniels home, on a night Ms. Daniels was on shift at County General. The robe the woman wears is monogrammed, see initials here. Furthermore, we have proof of 3 attempts by Mr. Daniels to submit forged financial documents, including a falsified gift letter and tax filings under an alias. Then came the screenshots. Texts from Travis to friends like, "Once the old lady croaks, it's payday." And, "She's got money coming. I've been patient." And the kicker? A forensic signature expert showed that Maya's signature on the alleged gift contract had been lifted from an old scholarship form she'd submitted in 2019. Your Honor, Jordan said, this isn't a marriage gone wrong. It's a long con. My client supported Mr. Daniels financially for years. He offered no real investment, no documentation, and now, with an inheritance in view, he's attempting to claim half of something he neither earned nor was ever entitled to. The judge looked at Travis with all the warmth of a broken radiator. Mr. Daniels, do you deny creating this video? I was drunk. It was a joke. A joke with forged documents, aliases, and fake companies? I didn't mean. Enough. The judge turned to Maya. Ms. Daniels, you will retain full rights to your inheritance and all properties under your name. All marital assets are awarded to you. Mr. Daniels forfeits any claim and may be subject to further fraud investigation. Gavel down. Just like that, it was over. Travis signed the divorce papers, his smirk dying a slow death somewhere between shock and embarrassment. Maya stood, collected her bag, and walked out, not victorious. Liberated. Weeks later, she opened a wellness center on the south side called the Daniels Haven. Ironic, yes, but she liked reclaiming the name. It offered therapy and legal workshops for women recovering from financial abuse. Her story spread quietly like wildfire. Women whispered about the nurse who caught a con and made him pay in court. Then, on one rainy Wednesday, Maya sat sipping green tea in a cafe near the courthouse. Outside the fogged-up window stood a familiar figure. Unshaven. Soaked. Hollow. Travis thought he saw her. She didn't wave. Didn't smile. She lifted her cup in a calm, pitying toast and turned back to her laptop. Because real power doesn't scream. It sips tea. Unbothered. Untouched. Moral of the story: never try to scam a woman who can run in 4-line, read legal contracts, and act like she doesn't know anything, for just long enough to wreck you in court. And if you ever plan to smirk during divorce proceedings, remember, she just might be watching your downfall in high definition.